2-foot PR.
Yeah.
I mean, you go finally to eclipse 60 feet. How special was that?
Yeah, I think it was really good. I was happy with the 1840 that I had on my third throw, and I worked on a technical aspect, got more, worked on another technical aspect, got more, and it was just all smiles the whole time. I was very happy. My first couple of throws were a little rough around the edges, and I think my coach was shaking just a little bit, but we figured it out, and it ended up being a really good meet for both of us. So, yeah, it was really good. I was really happy. I had a lot of people come up to me and congratulate me. I had to, calm down a little bit, so I was really excited. So it was really fun.
Is it satisfying to be able to work through some things kind of within a series like that and see it pay off?
Yes, definitely. And I think that's kind of what we've been doing in our practices a lot is you see a struggle and then we focus in on it and then try to hone it in with drilling instead of throws. So during the meet, you saw me in the back just drilling in between my throws instead of just hoping that I do it on my next throw. I was figuring it out within drills and then getting in the ring and hopefully executing that drill.
So what technical aspect really went into that throw to have that PR?
The big one I've been working on is my left arm. So my left arm tries to shrink in a little bit. I'm trying to work on just keeping it long. One of the things I have as a thrower is I'm one of the shorter throwers, so I have to maximize my length. So I have to just be as long as I can to kind of keep up with the tall girls. So that's something I've been working on a lot. Yeah.
When you look back to it, was 20 your first indoor season? The COVID shortened year, was that your first indoor season?
Yes.
When you look back at that, I know obviously it was shortened, but
right.
With where you are now, when you look back at the athlete you were, what's the biggest change you think you've made in your time here? Wow,
that's a great question. It's crazy to think about. That's where I had my first ever meet as a Duck, was at that same place. So the biggest change that I think I've seen is just my fitness level. I've really worked on my lifting and my fitness, and this is the strongest I've been, and I just feel very comfortable in my body, very confident, and so I can show up to a meet and feel good and just compete just the way I know I can. So I think that's the happiest change I've had is just I feel good in my body now. Yeah.
Maddie touched upon the team aspect a little bit, but I mean, you got the 5th best thrower in the world right now, and there's a certain U.S. Indoor Championships coming up. Is that something you're going to think about trying to go to, and maybe try to qualify for Glasgow?
I think it's in the mix, but my focus is just on indoor nationals. That's what I really want, and I think, like what Maddie was talking about, it's just a culture here of just do your very best and contribute to the team, and that's one thing I really, really appreciate with Jerry's coaching is that this feels like a team sport. And I think track a lot of the time feels so individual, but it feels good to perform for the team and be there for the team and have, contribute to team points and things like that. So, yeah.
As cool as it,
I was going to say, is it a little more special for you and Maddie, maybe the other Oregonians, that home state repping?
It feels good, yeah. I have high school friends and things like, doing shout outs and things like that. It feels great to be able to represent Oregon and wear the Oregon across my chest. So it does feel good, yeah, to represent.
Being it is the Olympic year, I mean, obviously with that throw, does it make it more exciting for the summer to come? Do you wait for the trials now?
Yes, I'm very excited. That's my end goal. So once I get there, I hope I compete very well and just kind of working for that. So, yeah, I'm very excited. And with that making the Olympic standard, that was just another thing that I got really happy about. So, yeah.
Presumably your experience, your maturity, you've learned how to kind of balance maybe short-term gains you want to make with bigger picture goals like that. How has that evolved, and kind of how do you feel like you balance kind of short-term improvements you want to make, for the sake of long-term development, growth goals like that?
Right. The big thing is just celebrating the victories, but also making sure that I remember that I'm still working towards more. So I had a great weekend, and then I came home, and on Monday I came back, lifted, did the drills again, and we just start over. So you just keep working. So you celebrate, but you also you keep going. It's kind of where I'm at.